Ciao tutti! Today's video is gonna be in English, not Italian. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for my Brazilian Portuguese audience, but this video is gonna be in English. I wanna reach wider audience around the world. So I'm gonna try to speak English. Also, I'm practicing English since I don't speak English here in Brazil, in Brasilia, where I am now. I'm here in my private Airbnb, which means my mom's house. So I'm here just for a brief passage to make this video, to bring to you some ideas about what is to be an artist. So my father is an artist, my mother is an artist, my grandmother was an artist, and am I an artist? So if you have this question in your head, I want to share with you now some thoughts that maybe can clear around this question, because many people I know, they struggle like, am I an artist? Is what I'm doing art? So listen to these ideas now, please. Thank you for your confidence. Thank you for your trust. Okay, so look, a mathematician, a person who studied math for all his life or her life. Well, these people, mathematicians, will look at reality and give back to society the gift to understand quantities. So the mathematician looks at reality and gives back is better, gives back to society quantities, the consciousness of quantity. So let's say a physicist, the person who studied physics for the whole life, they will look at reality and give back to society the consciousness of forces. So the gravity, velocity, speed, time, dimensions. So let's say the chemist, the person who studied chemistry for the whole life, they will look at reality and give back to society the comprehension, the consciousness of materials, substances, the relationship between molecules and atoms. So let's say we could go on, and like a person who studied history for the whole life will look at reality and bring consciousness about the journey of things and people around the planet. So an artist, let's say an artist look at reality and gives back to society what? Poetry. Yeah, poetry. I could finish this video now, but I want to give you some example. For instance, please keep following my ideas. So if a mathematician look at a bicycle, for instance, there's a bicycle right here in front of you, see? So if a mathematician look at a bicycle, it will give back to society the comprehension of quantity, the geometrical forms, how many wheels, how many small pieces, each piece and groups of pieces, the range of these pieces, and all of that. If a physicist, right? A physicist look at reality, like let's say look at a bicycle, they will give back to society the comprehension of forces, the pulleys, the big pulley and the small pulley, the force of the chain, speed, space, weight of this whole thing, gravity, and the balance while moving in higher speeds. So let's say the chemist will look to a bicycle and give back to society the comprehension of the material that was used to make this bicycle, the steel, the tire, the rubber, the molecules, the understanding of molecules to reach this kind of form or weld pieces. So the chemistry in the bicycle, okay? The person who works with history, I mean, I don't know this word, I forgot, I'm so sorry. Historier? No, it's not historian. I don't know. So the person who studied history for the whole life will look to a bicycle and try to give you back the journey before this bicycle was here in front of me, for example, right here, okay? Where this bicycle came from, and will this bicycle go to somewhere in the future? Maybe philosophy can see things like that, and the artist will look at this bicycle and bring you poetry. Which kind of poetry? Maybe I look to a bicycle and I give you back the word freedom. So freedom. It's the hidden dimensions of things, objects, people, I mean anything. So the artist bring the poetry. So if I am, a poet, so I can give you like a words, like freedom, the freedom of riding a bike with a breeze, with a soft breeze in my forehead, made me remember my childhood. And I was riding a bicycle in the ocean. I mean, if I were a painter, so I could draw wings. So I'll bring poetry. So if you look at things, if you look at reality, and you can extract poetry, it can be for you, for your inner self, or it can also be for the others, to inspire others. So if you can look at reality and see poetry used for you or used for others, you are an artist. Some people will look at reality and sometimes see poetry, but some people can look at reality and see poetry all the time. And this also can happen to mathematicians. Look at reality and see math all the time. Physicists, chemists, I mean, any perspective. Art is also a perspective. I mean, if you are an artist, you are not producing, you are not just connecting colors and shapes without any meaning. So there must be a poetry. You must be looking at something and giving back to society poetry. If you give entertainment, it can also be some kind of art, okay? But if you look at reality and you make people disgust, yeah, some people are really good at that. I mean, some artists in the plural are really good at that. They want to pervert reality. This is not art. This is perversion. Okay, so I hope this video was useful for you to clear your mind, and I invite you to check my artistic work in my Instagram, my YouTube, my Zubidubi, anywhere in the planet, in the net, in any way, in anywhere. So thank you so much. Kisses. Love you all.